So, boys, Ichiban here, and something's just been bothering me since yesterday, and I just can't help but think how people would feel this way about people dying and everything. And shout out for Chibi reviews, side scrollers, very dark Titan, Smash JT for covering this news about Charlie Kirk. Now, I remember seeing Charlie Kirk, quite a bit back in like 2016 or 2017, the rise of Turning Point USA. It was a young Republicans group, I believe. Yeah, I think we had one of those when I was in school, though, back then. But I didn't care for politics at all. I wasn't never politically involved at all. But he starts asking open debates with people, and he was willing to have a civil open debate about anything. And I'm telling you, I know the moment. Some dumbass gets into a debate with Charlie Kirk. Don't bother backing anything up because you already lost the debate. Yeah, I like quite a few things that he has to say. I think he's a really good guy. He's a very God fearing person, and I like that. I really like seeing God fearing Christian people. It's I mean, I don't see, very many of those as much at all. Yeah. There's some things I don't, I mean, he's 100% for Trump, there's some things I don't stand with what he talks about, some things I don't care for anyway. But a lot of things, he's 100% right about. But, think of it like Jesus, people hated Jesus because he was right. He was telling the truth. Charlie Kirk was pretty much like Jesus at that moment. All those little college campus kids, they're all like the Pharisees and tell him he's all these things, that are like completely not true. Guy had a very beautiful wife, 2 kids, and they had to see that the moment that the bullet got shot to the neck. I've seen the footage, and it was the most disgusting thing. This shit has been bothering me since yesterday. I came home from work and found the news, and I think me and Matt Dog Wheaton was discussing about on the stream when I was doing that grinding and stuff like that on Elden Ring. Now, what I really got tired is hearing is people celebrating and gloating about the death of Charlie Kirk. I'm tired of seeing people acting like children when something bad happens to people. The guy on MSNBC got fired for saying, "Yeah, they're probably he was probably celebrating while finding a gun in his hand," and this one psychologist talked about what goes around comes around, and he just deserved it and everything like that. And these blue sky echo chamber people talking about this like it was like the best day of their lives, and quoting, "Oh, Charlie got shot. I hope the bullet's okay," and all that stuff. And we have a bunch of terrible, disgusting human beings that live on this planet that would actually say, oh, about time that something like that would have happened, or wishing bad things upon other people. You know, well, they probably hear this anyway, but they don't know this channel exists. But I was at work. I didn't say anything. I kept walking to my lunch, and somebody said that he deserved it. I swear to fucking God, I heard that. I got the fuck out of there. I went outside, smoked my cigarette. Hearing that in person to person, in the same room, it utterly fucking disgusts me. You remember when Pat Robertson passed away? That the evangelist that said a lot of crazy stuff. This guy was a Christian. He said some crazy stuff. Like, honestly, like, I mean, there's like a few, like, there's like a few, like, TV preachers I watched, back in the day, but what he said was crazy as hell. When he passed away, people were celebrating. 2023, when that happened, you know what I did? I didn't partake in nothing. I mean, look, I didn't like what he said. I didn't partake in anything he said. I feel some of the controversial stuff that Pat Robertson talked about was pretty fucked up. I feel he wasn't Christian to say these things, or he didn't read his Bible enough to read these things. Well, I sat there. I just didn't partake nothing. Celebrating the death of somebody who died is completely immoral. It's disgusting. And almost every day, these left people. Well, you know what? I'm not done yet. The right are no different at all. I think it's the left that has the most insane lunatics that would want to say some shit like this and post about it. Every day, they dehumanize somebody every day talking about them to the point where they get so belittled and hoping to God they die. And when that happens, they're happy. Cause are you having a good fucking time? I bet you are. Deep down inside, you're nothing but a bittering ass son of a bitch. A coward ass move to shoot somebody. Y'all are posting this. Y'all are bitching and moaning because Trump did die. Charlie Kirk died. Y'all had y'all's little celebration. And acting like you don't give a shit who gets to live or die. I feel like Camille be Dawn from Mole Suit Zeta Gun right now, screaming out and calling out, "Murderers! Murderers! Murderers!" And you know what? Quanto Bajino didn't fucking die for that shit either, man. I'm like, the motherfucker made a speech in Dakar, and somewhere in Africa, explaining about these people on Earth are not what you think they are. You know, if I live in this generation time in the same universe as Gundam, yeah. You know what I will stand for? The motherfucking Anti-Earth Union organization. Because if there's freedom out in space and space colonies are booming, you best bet, man, I'll be all up in there. You know, reusing a better source of renewable energy. Something more, you know, fresh. Something where we don't waste at all. We waste every fucking day. You know? There's so much shit that we waste on. And I know this is a different type of video today, but this is just bothering me, man. How people can just act so disgustingly immoral to treat people like this way. You know? It's terrible. And that's all that's on my mind right now. And I went to work this morning and I prayed for that family. For good and well. His wife and 2 children. And also, let's not forget the fact that the day before, the day after Charlie Kirk's death, the next day was 9/11, which is today. Yeah, you lefty lunatics. Are you gonna celebrate the deaths of that too? You bunch of coward ass bitches. Coward ass dick suckers. Yeah, y'all gonna do that too? And then get mad at us for our freedom of saying our speech? Nobody is not gonna take my freedom of speech away from me. If you get so mad at me to the point where you get to point a gun to my head and shoot me, that, my friend, is like the ultimate form of like censorship. These people will do everything they can just so they can cancel you, get you out of the picture, or anything. It's like the government. They'll just remove you easily at some freaking point, y'all. But anyway, that's all I have to say here, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll be streaming here soon. And I catch you guys whenever I get streaming. But God bless you, Charlie Kirk, your family, and the victims of 9/11. I'll catch you guys later.